Hi dear children, welcome to today's class. Today I am going to discuss some applications of trigonometry, ninth chapter of 10th standard. The first important point in this chapter is line of sight. Line of sight or line of vision. It is the line drawn from the eyes of an observer to the object viewed. It is the line drawn from the eyes of an observer to the object viewed. We will have two cases. One, if the object lies above the eye level, and the second one, if the object lies below the eye level. Anyway, the line drawn from the eyes of an observer to the object viewed is called line of sight. The second important point is angle of elevation. Angle of elevation means if the object viewed is above the horizontal level, then the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line through the eye is called the angle of elevation of the object viewed. Angle of elevation means the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line through the eye. Angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line through the eye. That is called the angle of elevation. In this case, we have to raise our head to look at the object being viewed. We have to raise our head to look at the object being viewed. And the second case, object lies below of the eye level. In that case, the angle is called angle of depression. Angle of depression. If the object viewed is the below of the horizontal line, object viewed is below the horizontal level, then the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line through the eye that is called the angle of depression. Okay, if the object lies below of the horizontal level or below of that eye level, then the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line through the eye is called angle of depression. And in this case, we have to lower our head to look at the object being viewed. In this case, we have to lower our head to look at the object being viewed. Okay, now just look at the second figure. This angle of depression is the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line through the eye. Horizontal line through the eye. Okay, now this horizontal line, that is this horizontal line, and this is actually our ground level. They are parallel lines. Then this angle, suppose this is x, then XEP, angle XEP, that means this angle of depression, and angle EPM, angle XEP, angle XEP, and angle EPM, angle XEP and angle EPM, they are actually alternate angles. Okay, they are actually alternate angles because this EX and PM are parallel lines, and that two angles are alternate angles, and we know that those alternate angles, they are equal. So we can say that this angle XEP is equal to angle EPM. Angle XEP equal to angle EPM. So line of sight, that is the line drawn from the eyes of an observer to the object. We have two cases. One, if the object lies above the eye level, and the second one, if the object lies below the eye level. The second one is angle of elevation. Angle of elevation, we will have this angle in the case if the object lies above the eye level. That angle is actually the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line through the eye. angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line through the eye. That is angle of elevation. And this angle of depression we will have in the case of if the object lies below of eye level. If the object lies below the eye level, then we will have angle of depression. This angle of depression, that is also the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line through the eye. Now, this horizontal line EX and this PM, they are parallel lines. Then this angle XEP and angle EPM, they are alternate angles, and we know that these alternate angles are equal. So we can say that this angle XEP is equal to angle EPM. So angle of elevation and angle of depression we will have. If the object lies above of eye level, we will have angle of elevation, and if the object lies below of eye level, we will have angle of depression. Now I am going to do the example number 1. That example number 1 is a tower stands vertically. A tower stands vertically on the ground from a point on the ground which is 15 meters away from the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is found to be 60 degrees. Find the height of the tower. Okay, we need to find the height of the tower in this case. So what we have actually, we have a tower stands vertically on the ground. Okay, suppose this is our tower and it stands vertically on the ground. From a point on the ground which is 50 meters away from the foot of the tower. So we need to consider, this is the foot of the tower, and we need to consider a point which is 50 meters away from the foot of the tower. We need to consider one point which is 50 meters away from the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is found to be 60 degrees. From this point, the angle of elevation, from this point, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is found to be 60 degrees. So this angle is found to be 60 degrees. Find the height of the tower. We need to find the height of the tower. So let us AB, that is our tower, and C is the point which is 50 meters away from the foot of the tower, and this angle ACB, that is 60 degrees, that is our angle of elevation. We need to find the AB actually, that is the height of the tower. We need to find AB. Now we know the length of BC. We know the length of BC, that is 50 centimeter, and we need to find this AB. So what we want to do is we need to take one trigonometric ratio in terms of AB and BC. We need to consider one trigonometric ratio in terms of AB and BC. So either you can consider cot 60 degree or you can consider tan 60 degree. Okay. So tan 60 degree you will get it as, what is tan? Opposite side divided by adjacent side. Opposite side divided by adjacent side. Here the opposite side, that is AB, and the adjacent side, that is BC. So tan 60 degree is equal to AB by BC. And this tan 60 degree, the value, that is root 3, is equal to AB, we don't know, but we know the length of BC, that is 15. So what we will get, AB is equal to 15 root 3. AB is equal to 15 root 3. What is this AB actually? The height of the tower. Hence, the height of the tower is 15 root 3 meter. The height of the tower, that is 15 root 3 meter. Example number 3. An observer 1.5 meter tall is 28.5 meter away from a chimney. The angle of elevation of the top of the chimney from her eyes is 45 degree. What is the height of the chimney? So, the observer height is given on this question. This is our chimney. So, let it be AB. And this is our ground level. And one observer is standing here. Let it be DC. Okay. So, the DC, that is our observer. Now, the height of the observer is given in the question. That is 1.5 meter. Okay, so the height of the observer is 1.5 meter. And one more information is given. And she is standing 28.5 meter away from the chimney. So this is 28.5 meter. Now we need to find out the height of the chimney. That is AB we need to find. Okay, so I am going to draw one more line, that is point DE, and just join these two lines, these 2 points A and D. That is given the angle of elevation of the top of the chimney from her eyes is 45 degree. Okay, this DC is our observer, then obviously this is the eye of that person. Then the angle of elevation, that is 45 degree. This is given in our question, 45 degree. So the given information, the angle of elevation is 45 degree. The height of the observer is 1.5 meter and she is standing 28.5 meter away from the foot of the chimney. Okay, we need to find the length of AB. Since this DC is 1.5 meter, we can say that this BE is also 1.5 meter. BE is also 1.5 meter. Now, this BC is 28.5 meter, means this DE is also 28.5 meter. BC 28.5 meter means that DE is also 28.5 meter. Now we need to find AB, that AB is equal to AE plus EB. AB is equal to AE plus EB and this is equal to AE plus EB length is 1.5. Okay, so AB is AE plus 1.5. So if you want to find out this AB, we need to get the length of AE. Okay, so we need to get the length of this AE. But if you consider this triangle AED, if you consider this triangle AED, in that triangle we know one angle and the length of one side is also given. So in that triangle we will consider one trigonometric ratio in terms of AE and given side. We need to consider one trigonometric ratio in terms of AE and given side. Okay, so this AE and given side, that angle is 45 degree. Then either you can consider this AE divided by DE. AE divided by DE, opposite side divided by adjacent side. Or you can consider adjacent side divided by opposite side, no problem. Anyway, I am going to consider tan 45 degree. That is, tan we know that opposite side divided by adjacent side. This is equal to, what is our opposite side? That is AE divided by the adjacent side is DE. Is equal to tan 45 degree, the value is 1 and AE we don't know, but DE that is 28.5. So what is the length of AE? That is 28.5. Suppose this is our equation number 1. Equation number 1 implies AB is equal to AE plus 1.5. That is equal to 28.5 plus 1.5 is equal to 30 meter. So AB is equal to 30 meter. That means the height of the chimney is equal to 30 meter. Example number 5. The shadow of a tower standing on a level ground is found to be 40 meters longer when the sun's altitude is 30 degree than when it is 60 degree. Find the height of the tower. So we have one tower in this question. First aim of this question, we need to draw the figure corresponding to each and every question. So this is our tower, that is AB, and here we have 2 degrees is given. One is 30 degree and the second one is 60 degree. One is 30 degree and the second one is 60 degree. And listen, if we are approaching very close to our object, then the angle of elevation, that value will increase. If we are approaching our object very close, okay, if we are moving in the direction of our object, then the angle of elevation, that value will increase. Okay, so suppose this is A, B, and this one is C, and this one is D. And in this case, we know that this D is far away from this B than C. Okay, so if we are moving from this B to B, the angle of elevation will increase. So the 2 angles is given. So the small value is 30 degree and the second one is 60 degree. Okay. Now, and this distance is also given, that is 40 meter. Okay, distance is also given. This distance is 40 meter. Now, we need to find out the height of the tower. We need to find out the height of the tower. That means we need to find out AB. In this case, we have 2 triangles. One is ABC and the second one is ABD. And we know one angle in that 2 triangles. And the first, I'm going to take this BC. Let it be X. BC, let it be X. Then this DB, we will get it as 40 plus X, because this DB is DC plus CB. That we will get it as 40 plus X. Now, consider triangle ABC. Consider triangle ABC. Then tan 60 degree, we will get it as opposite side divided by adjacent side. That is AB divided by BC is equal to AB divided by BC, that is X. Okay, AB divided by X. Suppose, let this AB be H. Okay, let it be H. And the tan 60 degree value is root 3. Root 3 is equal to H by X, we will get. Root 3 is equal to H by X. That means H is equal to X root 3. Okay, from one triangle, we got H is equal to X root 3. Now consider triangle ABD, and tan 30 degree is equal to AB by opposite side is AB and the adjacent side is DB, AB by DB. And tan 30 degree value is 1 by root 3 is equal to AB, that is H, and DB is 40 plus H, 40 plus X. So 1 by root 3 is equal to H by 40 plus X. Suppose this is equation number 1. By using equation number 1, we will get 1 by root 3 is equal to H is X root 3 divided by 40 plus X. 1 by root 3 is equal to x root 3 divided by 40 plus x. Now just do that cross multiplication. Cross multiplication, we will get root 3 into x root 3 is equal to 40 plus x. Root 3 into root 3, that is 3. 3x is equal to 40 plus x. That means 2x is equal to 40, x is equal to 20. 2x is equal to 40 and x is equal to 20. Now again by equation number 1. Equation number 1 implies h is equal to x root 3. That is, the value of x is 20. So 20 root 3. H is equal to 20 root 3. What is our h? That is AB. AB is equal to 20 root 3. What is this AB? That is our tower. So the height of the tower is 20 root 3 meter. Height of the tower is 20 root 3 meter.